and it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. A salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going to him.
After winning Week 6, the Colts look to sweep the Texans for a second straight season. Get ready for this AFC South matchup next on EA Sports.
Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in feeling good after back. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown. And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town. Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run with Hines. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Well, this defense for the Texans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Texans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Wentz. And that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. But it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Watson looks to throw again. It's caught outright, Amendola. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
You got 3 down. Hey, 24.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Looking for Campbell downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his... And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Mack to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Wentz to throw. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Play action. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. To throw is Wentz. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back now in Houston, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson now to throw. Amendola's got it, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. To throw is Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Hines. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Watson. That's caught. He finds Amendola again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. A pass complete here to Conley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. Caught here by Conley. 7 yards to pick up there. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. On the return is Hines. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The the Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it'll bring up third down. To throw is Wentz. He's got it to Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Wentz. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain of 22.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I